Hello everyone. It's wonderful to see you. I'm Laura Baxter, and I am the CEO of Castlemount Media. And Lola and Cora and Harry asked me if I would talk a little bit today about the book in English, about the Wingwave Coaching Book. That's this one. And I thought that would be a wonderful chance to let you all get to know about the book and about Castlemount and what we do and why we do it. One of the things that is really very important to us, and actually just also to give you an idea, of what I will be or what we'll be discussing in this room in general, is Lola asked me if I would just do about 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll just talk about the book, your questions, or also Lola, if you would, we would actually just have a lovely discussion about making of the book, of the writing of the book, the translation, also but not even just that aspect, really what's important to all of us in the publication of this book. Castlemount Media itself is a publishing company located in Germany. We publish in German and in English. And our mission is to improve leadership and communication in business, healthcare, and education. And even more so, our mission is to bring the best ideas in the world and give these ideas from global thinkers a platform. Especially one of our main focuses is bringing European authors to the rest of the world and bringing also other authors to Europe to introduce their work here. And when we initially spoke with each other, when I spoke with Cora and with Lola and with Harry about publishing the book in English for the translation from the German, and actually I'm glad to say be doing a few other books as well, I was thrilled. This is a method I've known Cora, I think, for almost 20 years now, also in my own training work. And our paths have crossed many times over the years. So I've known the Wingwave method for a very long time. And so when we spoke about publishing Wingwave, I was thrilled because the Wingwave mission fits 100% to the mission of Castlemount. It's a method that, and that's what we'd love to speak with you about afterwards, just in general, a method that really helps people in all aspects of life. The Wingwave method is not only excellent for if you were a business leader and you were trying to, for example, give a presentation, like what Harry was working on earlier today. If you're giving a presentation and in that presentation, you really want to be calm and centered and focused. Or if in that presentation, you want to meet your goals, or if you want to give the best presentation of your life, or if there are different meetings that you have and you want to really excel. And also, as far as healthcare and education, I was just in Lola's room for education, and how you can use, for working with children, how you can use the Wingwave method to work with children, to help them overcome fears, to help communication between children and their parents, to help them learn better, learn faster, to help them excel in every aspect of their life. The Wingwave method is really perfect for that. It's also an excellent tool for teachers to understand so that they can also use it for themselves, but also help their help.
Ich werde noch ein bisschen übersetzen, wenn das für euch gut ist.
How is that working? Do I need to go slower?
It's okay. I will get Lola for the translation.
Am I in?
Yes, should work now. Yes.
Yes? Laura, do you still hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Dagmar, can you put me into the translation?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. So
Did you get something? Lola ist drin. Ich verknüpfe die jetzt gerade. Did it work? Lola, can you say something? Okay, Laura, can you say something, please?
Me? I can.
Yeah,
Yep.
do you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe
Okay,
as
just
they're
continue.
okay, yeah, and maybe as they're making sure that the translation is working as well. And Dagmar, let me know if I need to go slower.
No, everything is fine now. I think she's connected and it should work. Yeah.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
In general, yeah. One of the things with our meeting today, as well as if you have any questions, also with your own work that you would like to speak with us about, please ask your questions now. It can be anything in regarding how to use the Wingwave materials, or also how to use, if you've got ideas that you want to bring to the world, we're here. So I look forward to this conversation. As I said, our mission is to improve leadership and communication in business, healthcare, and education. And Wingwave fits perfectly to this mission, to this goal. One of the things that most impressed us as far as the Wingwave method itself, in deciding to publish the Wingwave book, is that everything that we do is very strongly related to not only self-improvement, but being able to reach a higher level than otherwise possible. But I'd love to ask, is Dagmar? Dagmar? Dagmar?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Okay, well, actually, I wanted to ask Lola, is she doing the translation? Or
Yes, she should.
Or is she in this room?
Lola, kannst du mal was sagen? Klappt das mit der Übersetzung? Das würde gerne die Laura wissen.
Well, no, actually, I wanted to ask her to join the conversation here.
Ah, okay. So just go ahead. You can communicate.
Okay, Lola? Something's not working on that side. Then one of the things also we want to offer you as being part of this conference, and I'll go ahead and speak about that for a moment, is a 10%. If you have not yet gotten the book, our mission is also to get the Wingwave method out to as many people as possible. And so we decided to offer everyone at this conference who would like to get the English book a 10% discount. So with this code, so I'll leave that up for a while and see if we can say, and if you go to the link that's in the chat, then you can use this code then to get your 10% discount. Lola, are you there? Because we do speak a little bit about the book in the background. Something is not connecting that way. Well, actually, at that point, let me go ahead and open up the floor. As far as, does anyone have questions about publishing in general? Does anyone have any questions about the Wingwave book itself?
So, Laura, I think now I'm in.
Are you in?
Yes, I'm in.
Great.
Yes. Just communicate. You can talk to each other.
Okay.
We have telephones. Very, very good. Thank you for the nice introduction. And maybe we can make an open talk round now.
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in general, but I've just basically, I don't know how much you caught. I just basically told our mission and how well Wingwave fits to that. And would like to ask you, what are your goals in reaching? I mean, Wingwave has reached so many countries, so many trainers, so many coaches. What are your goals in the Wingwave book, and in general with the mission from Wingwave itself.
Yeah, the mission of Wingwave itself, in really a short sentence, is to help people bring their potential on the road when they need it. Yeah, because that's always the problem. Not only you have all your potential there, yeah, like in NLP, we think that people actually have all their resources and actually have all their potential, but can't show it in the moment they need it, you know.
Yeah.
And Wingwave is a really fast working method that can help people achieve their goals. And I think it's a really nice tool, even if you're using other techniques. Like me, I'm a NLP teaching trainer, and I like NLP so much because it's going in depth. And with Wingwave, you can combine your method and taking a shorter way, you know, because we're using the well-researched muscle test. And sometimes in some cases it's helpful to help really quickly in the moment people need help. It's not only when you have a little traumata, it doesn't have to be a big accident. Traumata can also be if you fell from your bike, for example. Yeah, and it's not only the physical pain you're noticing, but it can also be the shock you're having because of that accident, and maybe because of the people reacting on you. Maybe they react coldly, maybe you don't feel seen in that moment, and even though you needed some help. And these are the emotional problems that can arise, and it's a big help if you can calm down these stressful sensations. And then it's time to then it's possible for the brain to perceive talking interventions, you know. I think it's so interesting when you see the brain research and the methodology we're using with Wingwave, that your brain is actually not able to process speech when you're in stress. When the amygdala is active, the part of your brain where speech is being processed is offline. So it's important to get the coachee online to actually react on the intervention you're doing.
Yeah. Wait, there's one request about the book itself. So yes, you can order it online right now. And the code that I mentioned for the 10% discount is The Power of Life. So the name of the conference, 10. I've just put it in the chat as well. I'll put the picture up again with it as well. One of the things you mentioned, traumas, and it really, as you said, it doesn't have to be a large trauma. It doesn't have to be some sort of major catastrophe. It can also be a series of, and I think many people have experienced this, a series of smaller traumas. For example, let's say you're giving a presentation and just somebody in the audience laughed. And you interpreted that as they're laughing at you. It can be something that simple. It doesn't have to be as physical, as dramatic as even being physically injured.
And it's always so subjective.
Exactly.
How bad a situation is being digested by a person. Trauma is always as bad as the inner world of the person you're working with. Yes. I always take the example of my client who came in one day and said, "Oh, Lola, my dog died." And for me, it was like, oh my God, that's something so bad, because I have a little dog. And if my dog has a problem, I'm really sad, and I'm at a -10 on our scale. And that's how I reacted on him. I was like, oh, maybe we have to work on it for a few sessions, and let's start with that. And he was like, no, my dog, he was ill, and for me it's quite okay. Yeah, I said goodbye, and I'm relieved. He's not feeling pain anymore. I can travel with a free mind now. And actually, for me, it's if we use that scale, it's a -2. And the biggest problem I have now is that I can't sleep at night because my girlfriend is gone. You know, so it's so different in how people react on things and how they digest traumatic situations. So
one of the things you just said in the you just gave a wonderful session, by the way, on children. If anyone in the room did not yet get a chance to see it, I highly recommend it. One of the, I mean, as a mother, I have 2 children, and as a coach, as a trainer from my side, one of the most important aspects is to empower the other person to be able to help themselves. And actually, this morning we've seen a lot of different talks on this about the tapping method, about different things. And one, I loved what you mentioned about the magic wand. You know, the magic that the child can actually use the magic wand to apply what they've to apply what they've done in the coaching sessions. Can you just say a little bit about how you use that in your work, with how you use Wingwave and how you use all of the different methods incorporated in Wingwave? I mean, you're a master trainer, as I am in NLP, with the Wingwave method, which is also one of the reasons I find it to be such a superior method, is it incorporates the NLP. It incorporates kinesiology. It incorporates the EMDR, the eye movement. It incorporates the sound. It's amazing. Can you say a few words about how you use it with children?
Yes, first of all, I want to add that we don't use EMDR as people would learn it in EMDR. We have some specialties actually in Wingwave, how we use the EMDR. For example, there are tiny differences that and that is already a link to NLP. We wave not only in the middle, we wave up above. So you also have the visual part, you have the auditory part, you have the kinesthetic and the anterior dialogue really quickly touched. Yes, you know what I mean? So it's we take the example of a car accident. It's not so important what sensory and which sensory channel you are at the moment. It's important to touch all of them, because it can be all together. It can be the crashing sound of the car next to you. It can be the taste in your mouth. It can be the picture you've seen when the big car came from behind. And that's already something where we made a connection to make it efficient for a short-term coaching. And for example, the magic word is a method Cora uses, or Cora invented, also with a client who suffered of migraine. You know, this headache that always comes and comes, and you never know when it comes, and it comes in the worst moment, you know. And especially when you think, I hope my migraine won't come tomorrow, it already starts. Your mind starts. What's migraine? Oh yes, it's a thing where my eyes get really dry and my head becomes sore, you know. And she did a lot of interventions. So they imagined they touched all the sensory systems with NLP, but there it was for the woman, it was so important to change the word itself. So, and what's interesting, and that's also the link for our NLC we use, is that sometimes the word itself can change the whole interior world. you
Yeah,
know. So what they did actually was to make a colorful migraine out of it and to write the word differently in some vivid colors and with little dots, and it was a funny migraine afterwards. And what the client was saying was, so now when my best friend asks me, so how's your migraine today, she doesn't have all the sensations quickly, it just doesn't enter her nervous system.
Yeah.
And that's also how we applied with children, because children also react really intensively on words you tell them. And yeah, for example, I mean, everybody might remember that how it's like if you have the name of one teacher you have a bad reaction with, a stressful reaction with. Yeah, and that's already a bad thing if you look on your timetable for tomorrow and you see it's Mrs. So-and-so again. Then your body will have all the stress reactions, you know, and you will already become into a stress. And then it makes a lot of sense to already change that word itself, and it might have an effect on the whole subject afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. I just noticed in the chat, we've got a couple of wonderful questions about the network in the UK. There are very strong networks both in the UK and in the US. So how is the Wingwave developing and being applied in the UK? And are there any networks? Say a word or two about that.
Rushforth here.
Yeah.
I think she's...
I don't see her, but I'll write the name, her name in the chat.
I think Caroline has her talk later on. She's the teaching trainer in the UK at the moment. And we have quite a nice network of, maybe somebody can check for me at what time Caroline is on here in the timetable.
She was already,
but
yes.
But you can see it later on. You will have all our speeches, by the way, until the 1st of September available. So you can have a look on it. And we have a nice network, not only with Caroline, also with Laura and with Christiane Neumann and with Daniela Schlemm. And actually we plan to go over to America this year, but something with we should make it a magic word too. Corona came, and then it was hard for us to travel. Otherwise we would have been to America this summer, I think, Laura.
I know.
Yes,
I was looking forward to that when we talked about that last year. Yeah,
but if you're interested in that, you should get into touch with Caroline. She's planning to give the new resources, the new resource education, which is our answer to coaching online, also for English-speaking people. And she's giving more and more intensifications of Wingwave too.
Yeah. Also, you mentioned a few minutes ago the magic words. One of the things that's also in planning is the magic words book. I have all these here. So right now, for those who know both the English and the German, right now the magic words book is only available in German. But there's been planning also to do this one in English. Again, I'll put the picture of that up. Again, the Wingwave Coaching Book, here's again with the code, is available. And if you're in this conference, you can receive a 10% discount if you've not yet ordered it by using this code. And I've got the link in a link in the chat, but I'll put the link in again, because for people who came in later, it would not be there. That'll take a second. While I'm doing that, can you say something about the magic words, just in general for everyone?
So magic words, we call the psychological pharmacy for your home. Yeah, so it's something that can be applied without having had a coach education. It's something people can learn quite intuitively. And it's also something that, for example, moms can apply to their children. And what we found, it's really funny, children also apply it to their moms. We had one case of a teacher who did the magic words education with us. And she, before teaching math, she made the word math out of sweets with the children. So they got a really nice beginning with the topic. And later a child came to school and said, oh, do you know what? It really works. And the teacher said, why do you say that? She was like, oh, my mom was so stressed because she had to go to the dentist. And I did this magic words with her. And then it was cool. And that's what magic words is for. And as a coach, as a wingwave coach, you can also combine it really well with your wingwave techniques, because sometimes it's only one word. For example, a teacher who has a class. I'm sorry if many teachers are here now. It's just a topic I'm working a lot with at the moment because of homeschooling. Yeah. And sometimes you get the sensation that a whole class is being nasty to you. And if you work with the test, my static test, you find out it's maybe one child only. Yeah. That's the stress trigger. And if you change the name of this child with magic words, maybe you get a whole new relationship, not only to the child, but to the whole class.
Wow. Very nice. Yep. It is. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing the perceptions that we have, and how quickly, actually, as you mentioned before, how really quickly they can change if you just know how. And that's what this method really offers more than anything else. That's
also a quick help if you, for example, get a bad diagnosis from your doctor, and he says, it's sometimes it's really ugly words, you know. Sometimes you have a pain in your shoulder, and I don't know the English word, but it's in German it's Schleimbeutelentzündung.
Oh gosh. I don't either.
It's really
I would be what's a sac, some sort of mucus sac, but I'm not sure what that would be called. I'll be looking it up. Continue. Yeah.
It's a really, really nasty word. You don't want to hear that you have it in your body, okay? And so that can make the whole symptom stress worse, because now you have something really ugly, yucky inside of you. But if you change the word and don't have this reaction anymore, it can make the symptom stress even less. And that's an intervention you can do really quickly with your family, at school. As I said, without having a coach education. And you can imagine it like the Matryoshka dolls from Russia. Do you know them? There's big doll, there are all the small dolls inside. And what we do there is we touch the outer Matryoshka doll. And that sometimes has a big effect because you hold strong to the topic. But if you if you shake the doll, maybe you hear a little Matryoshka inside still making a sound. And that's what we treat with wingwave coaching afterwards, because of course there might be a deeper cause behind of the topic, and something you have to work on later in more sessions. But for your everyday life, it can be already a big help to have the outer Matryoshka okay with it.
Yeah. By the way, that word is in English, it's burza, or synovial burza. I've never heard of it in my life, so that's but I'm not
in German, it's
medical specialist. Yes, but it's also, there one thing that maybe, I don't know if it's so you can correct me. I don't know if it's allowed to be mentioned at this point, but I know that Cora, that you all are actually all working also on a new book that will be coming out in German soon, that will be also considering bringing out in English.
That might be true. We are sometimes working on new books.
Would you like to say something a little bit to that?
Yes, I don't know if you can see it here. I have it printed out. It's called New Resources, and it's online coaching. It's called online coaching And we are not, yes, it was really important for us to make a difference from the coaching we apply to people when they're face to face with us. Yeah, and to make a big difference also for people who are looking for a Wingwave coach, to show that we use different methods. Okay, and that it's not the same that you get when you're in a present coaching. What I think is really important, because it is not the same, in fact. And if somebody's looking for a coach and you sell online coaching like a coaching you're doing in present, it's not the same, and it will never be, because there's so much missing, like the touch, the connectivity is missing, and we decided to make a difference. We already made the difference on our homepage. If you already had a look, we made a Wingwave online world, where you already can see when you're looking for a coach, oh, it's something different. And new resources, we work only with resources, as the name says, okay? So we use positive states that are already within us. We concentrate on positive things, and always try to get into the positive side really quickly. And we don't want the client, if the client is so far away from us, to get into a negative side of emotional state. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's and it's also something completely different if you already know a client and the client has been seeing you for ages, and now you have a little online coaching because he's on travel or in a lockdown, and he already knows you and you know him, and he knows the method you're using. Or if you have a whole new client you don't know yet, and you don't know what the reactions can be. So it's very important to be in a resourceful way with new clients that you meet online.
Yeah.
And what I think is really nice, it's not a Corona program. I persuade Cora before Corona already that I would like to do something online, because it's getting more and more, and people ask so much. Many Wingwave coaches asked us, what can I do if my client is traveling or he's living far away? So we thought it's a really good idea, but it took some time to think about what could be good ways to apply Wingwave in that setting. And we finished it, I think, for the end, in the beginning of 2019. And then we wanted to present it on our annual meeting, but then Corona came and we said, okay, we have to offer it quicker. So it was good to have the program already written. And it's still important for us to say it's not an emergency program because of Corona. It's something really good, well thought, and a good alternative or addition that we can also that we can still work with after Corona, and still offer it as a good addition to the coaching we're already doing in present.
Yeah, yeah, that is so important. And I think many things after Corona are also going to stay online. So I think that's it's not, it accelerated a process that's already very popular in many places on the earth, but it's now made it really international, that people are looking first to going to courses online, because you can do it from the comfort of your home. And so I think it's fantastic that you all are offering that for, as a possibility for people to get to know the method. Yeah. Does anyone in the room have any questions for Lola about the method? Or it interests me very much. We have a couple of comments from greetings from Spain. And again, thank you, Ulrike, about the bursitis. I have heard of bursitis, but I did not know what a bursa was. Anyway, can you just take a moment and write where you're from? Because it would interest me very, very much just to know where everyone here is from, just by writing it in the chat to everyone. And Scotland. Oh, wonderful place. In Germany. Hamburg, Cologne, more specifically in Germany. UK, Munich. Wow. Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. In general, if you would like to, I think one of the wonderful opportunities here with this conference is to be able to connect with Wingwave. If you've never heard of the Wingwave method and this is new for you, to be able to connect with Wingwave in general, to find coaches near you. And if you are already a coach, speaking from our perspective as publisher, and you were interested in doing, as Lola was mentioning it about the US, you're interested in doing a program or really helping us get the word out about Wingwave, about this method that really can help people in ways that that are unimaginable. It's well, actually they are imaginable if you know the method. But anyway, that really, if you really would like to help get the word out in your area, then let us know. Austria, Spain, Munich, yes, okay. Let us know. Either contact the Wingwave office or contact us at Castle Mount. So that
maybe it's also interesting. We have many groups and pages on Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you want to connect to other Wingwave coaches, or if you want to learn something about Wingwave, you can go into these groups and find out more about it. We also have really nice videos on YouTube for the people from Spain. I hope you know Aina and Oriol, and they make lots of good work and show it on YouTube, and there you can have a look and see different interventions. They now have a new YouTube video which is about the topic of wearing a mask, which I think is really nice and a really nice example of applying Wingwave to a problem that's just came to us and was there quickly, and that's a really good example to help quickly to overcome blockages with the new situation. Also seeing people in the supermarket with a mask and having to have a big distance to the other, that's a really good example. It's not really something you would go to a psychotherapist with approbation with. It's but it's still unnerving, and it still can get worse and worse and worse every day. And there it's so important to change something quickly, so your climate is better without changing your worth. Pyramid. You don't have to love masks, no, but it's important at these times to say I can live with it. And that can be something for everyday life.
Where is this video you talk about?
YouTube. You can press in Symbiotic Institute. That's where Aina and Oriol Bellis work.
Wow, I'll try to write it somewhere. What's the name? Wow.
They work in Mallorca and in Barcelona.
Can you say one or two words that I can Google it?
Aina,
how do I write it? I'm German, you know.
And I'll put it in the
I can write it into the chat maybe.
That would be great.
That would be great. Thank you.
Also, for those who have joined us a little later, Lola asked me, as the publisher of the English book of Wingwave, just to say a few words about it, about why we chose to publish Wingwave. And as those who've been here the entire time have heard, our mission is to help improve leadership and communication in business, healthcare, and education. And that fits perfectly together with the mission of Wingwave. And this method is really an excellent in all three of those areas, both in leadership and communication. It's and in all three, business, healthcare, and education, excellent help with that. So and also we just wanted us to celebrate this 1st of May. We're offering also a 10% discount if you want to buy the book in English. So in the chat right now, let me see if it goes. This is the link to go to on the website. And
yeah, and what I also can recommend, if you can use the Coach Finder, and also on the Wingwave homepage. You can see all our teaching trainers in different countries, and you can find in the Coach Finder, you can find all the coaches all over the world. And maybe there's someone living next to you and you don't even know that. So that's sometimes surprising when you're sitting in seminars and suddenly somebody's saying, oh my gosh, I'm living in the same street like you, and maybe that's the best contact for you to learn or to get informed about that.
Yeah. So I've put the link for the book, and again, as Lola said, the coaches are on the Wingwave website, and also this Power of Life is the Power of Life is the code that you can use to get the 10% discount. Now my monitor has just gone blank on me. So Lola, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I can still see you.
Good. I suspect I'm there. I think it's just the monitor. I'm going to stand up for a second. Can I fix it? Yeah. It is. It's back. Okay. So every now and then, it's been on all morning during the sessions. So every now and then it decides it wants to take a break. And after these several hours, it just apparently decided that.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think it's a good idea if you say the word break, because after this talk, we will have some more presentations. And I will also have the presentation about new resources if you're further interested in that topic. And maybe it's a good idea to have a little break and to walk a little bit around and eat something and then go on, strengthened to the next session. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Again, thank you. Thank you for letting me interview you a little bit on your work and everything. And thank you all for being here in this session. And if you have any questions about the book or anything we've talked about, our contact information and the Wingwave contact information is there. So thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, I think we got one question left.
Please, yes.
Okay, was it me? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to ask you, Laura, you said before you are looking for people to spread the word or something. Can you explain a little bit about what you're looking for?
When I mentioned if you were interested in doing an event or something with the Wingwave method, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, as Lola mentioned, they had been planning to be in the United States this year, but because of COVID, they weren't able to. But if you are, a Wingwave coach and you really would like to help Wingwave or help Castle Mount get the word out about this method, about the book, about the programs that Wingwave offers, then please get in touch with us. Get in touch with Lola or with Cora or Harry, or get in touch with me at Castle Mount, and see what can happen, what can come together. If it's possible, then for Lola and Cora and Harry to come to your country to do a program, to do a training, or to do an event where, like today, where a lot of different speakers are there, or even an online event. That's what I meant with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm in Hamburg, so I don't know.
Very close. Very close. I think you're probably right next door to Lola.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Yes, surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, please feel in touch. Feel free to get in touch with us if you've got questions. And yeah, thank you all very much for being here.